Wow. God, it's been a while. All of this looks unfamiliar to me. It's been so long. Let me get coffee because I need coffee. I've already had some coffee, but more coffee is required at this point. I never remember if I've done this right. Like it's been so long since I've done a burn and learn. But let me explain to you over a fine mug of Java. There's any milk left in there? There's milk left in this. Good. I don't usually, well, what am I saying? I've been trying to not drink the milk part of the coffee, but you know what? I need it today. My tummy needs a break. It needs a little milk break. So how is everybody? Who we got in here? We've got Ananda. Hello, Ananda. Claire Ann. Miss Liz. Hello, Miss Liz. ASMR Gamer. Lindsay. Fox Girl. Sherry Lyons. Brick Tech Fan. Woohoo. Peter. Yeah, I missed you too, Brick Tech. Ivan. Samara, Emmy, Soma Brooft, oh my God, Ben, Patrick, we got everybody in here. Chelsea, Andrienne, hello Andre Ann, Victoria Scott, Swami Soups, oh my God. We've got so many people. The Split Mind, oh, that's a cool name. Claire Ann, well, needed work break to join you for coffee. Yeah, please do. So I have excuses. I do have excuses. Because Jane is in pre-production on, I'm trying to adjust my hearing aids so I can hear myself and what's going on around me in the house. Because of Jane's pre-production schedule, she starts filming on Monday, and apparently so do I. Apparently I'm acting in this as well. Apparently, not much, just a little tiny thing, but it's kind of exciting because it's Kate's script and my wife's movie. So you know it's all rather go around here. Anyways, point being is so I've been doing all the dog walks and stuff, and honestly, the idea of doing actual exercise apart from 3 hours of dog walks, I was like, you know what, this is nuts. I'm gonna lose the ability to bend my knees. So I've just left my burn and learns up to dog walks, which honestly been lovely because I've been able to hang out with a kid. So I get to walk with a kid. But now he's back at school. I walk alone. I don't just walk alone. I'm doing all these sort of podcasts and stuff. I've got a number of podcasts which I'm loving right now. Darknet Diaries. If anyone has any interest in hacking and computer security, or even just stories about just kind of weird, wonderful stories about the internet. It's just it's a great podcast. I listened to probably 3 or 4 episodes, and then I was like, this is crazy. I got to support this guy and what he's doing. So I actually joined him on Patreon because I just feel like what he's doing is so freaking great. I'm happy to pay for it. So I've started that. I'm also on IT Pro TV now. I've started doing my IT Pro TV. I've been meaning to not really get certification, but I wanted to at least learn about the certification programs for networking and potentially some security stuff. But first, I just wanted to figure out how networks work because I've worked with networks and in networking even. I ran these like packet network systems for a voicemail company years and years ago before the internet was sort of publicly available. So, but I always had a very sort of high level view of it. So what I wanted to do was start plowing through some network certification courses and just learn about the specifics of this thing. Because the reality is everything we do relates to a network now, like everything. I mean, there is basically not an application out there or a program out there that we're not on a network when we're using it, whether it's a cell phone network or a Wi-Fi network. I mean, all of this stuff relates to networking, and I wanted to understand it because, again, for someone who's interested in, I've always loved cybersecurity and hacking and phone phreaking and all that kind of stuff. Not so much doing it as just sort of learning about it. I mean, I'd love to do it, but I also don't want to go to jail, so I figured it's probably a good idea not to do that. So who did I see? Did I see Candy Medusa in there? Hello, Candy Medusa. What's going on? I missed too many links, too many things going on. Anyways, hello. How are you, Candy? Right. Candy was actually asking about her bratlets joining up with Tech Bandits, which they should totally do. And they don't have to speak. They can just lurk. Some people just like to lurk. That works out well. Oh, great. Yeah, if they can start sawing now, that'd be perfect. So anyway, taking this networking course right now, which is fascinating. And then, peppering that with these fantastic Darknet Diaries podcasts. And yeah, and that's sort of basically what's in my ears while I'm walking around with the dog. When she's not chasing skunks or trying to attack other dogs or leap at anyone on a skateboard around my dog is fair game. Apparently, my dog Huzzah is just like airborne whenever she sees someone on a skateboard or anything with tiny wheels. So I think it must be like something that I don't hear. There must be like some kind of a high pitched sound from these tiny wheels that just like sets her off. She doesn't like electric vehicles either. She flung herself at a Prius the other day as well. So I don't see survival very long if she continues with these habits. But I try to keep her on a slightly shorter leash these days. So yeah, so trying to do 2 walks a day with her, like 2 good, considerable walks. If not, I do some shorter ones. But for the most part, I like to give her sort of one around around now, and another one later in the afternoon. But as I say, that has just meant that I don't think the poor knees and joints are going to bend if I do everything, if I do actual real exercise as well as all the walking. So I sort of held off on that. And this morning, Jim really wanted a yoga, and I'm way too competitive. So I thought, well, if she's good at yoga, I'm going to yoga. So I'm going to yoga and walk today. So I'm going to be a freaking mess, I'm sure. I'm going to need my coffee. And of course, I'm also not sleeping for some reason. I don't really know why. I'm kind of excited though, because I've got, the Tech Bandit stuff is so much fun. Like, I just really want to do it every night if I can. In fact, I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to have a Tech Bandits tonight. I'm going to try to start at 3 o'clock, hook up with Jack Jasra, and he's going to join us on our stream on Tech Banditry, and I'll chat with him for a bit, and then maybe the kids can come in and ask him some questions about art and stuff, because he's just fantastic. The stuff he's doing. So he's going to work on some raccoon art for us, some more icons for our stream, which is neat. So and also Jack's just a great guy to have around. So we're going to have Jack on tonight or this afternoon. I've got an interview with this Dungeons and Dragons magazine this afternoon, which I'm really excited and somewhat intimidated about, because I'm just not a D&D pro, as you can probably tell. James Gurney handles all that. So I've told them, look, James is the guy you need to talk to, but I think they just want to get a sense of what Tech Bandits is all about and how we're using it with Dungeons and Dragons. So if anyone's got any if anyone's got any input on that, that would be amazing. So if anyone's got any good ideas for me to say, I just really wanted to mention that it's, from my perspective, it sort of forces the kids to be creative in a way that a lot of the other things they're doing don't. And yet, while they're forced to be creative, it doesn't feel like they're being forced, because it's a game that they enjoy being a part of, and they're just silly and goofy, and it's total chaos. But James is just absolutely wonderful about keeping it on track and coming up with these great stories, and the kids just love it. I mean, the kids are honestly asking me all the time when the next Dungeons and Dragons is. So I've got to start getting into a habit of trying to do it on a weekly basis. So I'm hoping that James might be up for just like doing Sundays, or just like we'll just become like a D&D day for the Tech Bandits kids. And I feel like they kind of need something like that right now, something where they can just babble on and come up with silly ideas and goof around, and they still get to work together, and there's some problem solving stuff. And yeah, it just seems like a great opportunity and a great way for the kids to sort of be online in a slightly different way than they have been before. So that's the hope there. And then James has all this really cool stuff. He's got Tailspire, which is this beautiful 3D software for creating your dungeons and your dragons. So you should definitely check out Tailspire. We use Roll20.net, and we use D&D Beyond as well, which has just been great. And then James has the books which he pulls out when he needs to and stuff. So, and then of course we've got the chat. Ooh, hear that? That's some serious thunder. It's suddenly got much darker in here, because obviously I've gone online, so naturally the elements have to work with me to make it difficult. Let me close that. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's been up right now. I've got the first 3 scripts of the series that will not be named that I start shooting beginning of May, which I basically couldn't be happier about. Like, I think you're really going to enjoy this, because I know I'm going to. It is. What is a good way of putting it? It's kind of like if Rodney McKay was on the wrong team. like think of Rodney McKay. Rodney McKay, if he used all of his brilliant genius powers, but for the wrong team. So that's gonna be kind of fun to play. I can't say any more than that. I shouldn't have even said that really, but it really is. It's yeah, I'm very very excited about this next one as well, and it also and I'm still allowed to do Clarice as well, which is even better. And I'm allowed to do Jane's movie. So yeah, that it's touch wood. It's quite I feel quite fortunate right now. Jump out of bed, excited about all the Tech Bandit stuff to do, and looking forward to some fun work I'm actually on set. Yeah, I've got to say I'm in a good place right now. I'm incredibly disorganized and behind on everything, which I find a little frustrating. And I think I'm going to try to recruit or continue to work on my little sister Moy Apocalypse, as I call her, to see if she will help me with the Tech Bandit stuff, because I feel like I need someone who understands how slightly squirrel I am, and who can help me sort of keep things on track and help document some of this stuff, because I want to be able to. I want people to have a sort of a searchable form for like when there are neat ideas for, even if it's just something like about Dungeons and Dragons or some topic that seems to really hit with the kids. I really want to be able to have a way that people can go, or that I can go back and say like, oh, that worked. That was something they're interested in. I should follow up with that, or that is, or. I also had an amazing chat with Luis at Pentester Labs, and go to pentesterlabs.com. I think it's pentesterlabs.com. I think I've got that right. They're in Australia. They will teach you how to hack computers. And it's basically sort of like, it's sort of basically web hacking or internet hacking stuff. But it's a paid service, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. You get a little video. We get a little rundown of what you're going to learn. Then you get a little video, very, very short, tiny little pieces. It's perfect for squirrel brains like me. And you just plow through these little courses, and they just teach you little things, often things that, as a nerd, I'm sort of familiar with, but it's really neat to have them kind of sort of, put into the context of penetration testing for systems. And it's, oh man. And Luis is fantastic. He's like a one-man army right now. Like he's running the servers, he's writing the classes, he's actually narrating the classes and walking through the stuff. I cannot tell you enough great things about this guy. Oh, here comes Jane. I am streaming, just so you know. I like to let her know so that I don't, so she doesn't sort of suddenly find herself on the internet when she's not expecting it. Shall I wander away?
No, it's good. I'm just gonna run out past you.
Oh, are you? Okay, it's about to rain.
I know.
There was thunder and stuff even.
I know.
See, she's really busy. I'm telling you, Jane's like crazy busy. I never see her. You'll probably see her more now in this kind of like Sasquatch-like sighting as she walks past me than I will see her all day. I give her eggs, and I give her, I feed her. I give her caffeine, and then it's like that plant in Little Shop of Horror. It's like, feed me, and then I give her food, and then she, Audrey. It's Audrey. Hey, that's right. We were gonna call her, if Baz was a girl, we were gonna call her Audrey, and then I could call her Odd, because I like the idea of that. I don't know why. All right, what do we got? Audrey too, exactly. Okay, what do we got? I love that you geek out on stuff I do daily. I'm a software tester. Oh, fantastic, Claire Ann. So you're looking for this kind of stuff, anyways. It's just, in another world, I think. I was saying this to Luis last night. Oh my God, I hope I'm saying his name right. Is it Luis or Louis? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I tried some French out on him, and he was very polite, shall we say? And then we went right back to English again. So what is that? Helen C. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Jane,
Yeah.
Helen C. just sent me $20.99 Canadian.
Woo!
Wow. Thank you so much. That's going towards Tech Bandits. Yeah, one of the things I've been sort of pushing the kids for is to try to get them onto either Pentester Labs, or I think Pentester Labs might be too advanced for a lot of them. But they're beginning to come around to the idea that maybe the idea of like hacking could be fun. It doesn't necessarily have to be evil, and you don't have to necessarily go to jail for it. So I'm kind of hoping that I can at least pique their interest in this stuff, because I mean, the whole point of Tech Bandits is not so much teaching them anything as just getting them excited about stuff. Because the reality is, I don't think you need to teach kids as long as they're interested, right? Because there's so much information out there, and I apply it to myself as well. If there's anything I want to learn, you just go to the internet to look it up. And the kids know how to do that. They've got better Google and YouTube food than I'm ever going to have. And so they just have to be interested enough to look it up. So that's the hope with Tech Bandits, is that I can get them interested in it. One of the interesting things that Luis mentioned to me, and perhaps that's where our wonderful Helen C's donation will go, is to some lock picking stuff, because apparently a great way to get the kids the car keys. Could they be by the microwave with the other keys? No. Okay, we're on a search for keys. Please join me. Are they over here? What were you wearing yesterday?
Sorry?
What were you wearing yesterday?
They're not in my pocket. They were on my desk last night.
Upstairs?
Not up here.
Oh.
Sorry. I've just, I realised I was better off interrupting your chat than standing there swearing under my breath and not...
Good idea. Good idea, because you don't want to be demonetized for your language.
Yeah, exactly.
Where else can I look? Do you want to go look upstairs?
Yeah, if you can look beside the bed, that would...
I shall do that. Here, come, join me as we make a search for keys.
Sorry, I really didn't mean to...
No, it's okay. This is new excitement for people. Not by the bed. Not in the bedside table. Not there. Top floor, is it worth checking that? All right, isn't this neat? You get a little house tour while we're doing it. Wow, the rain coming down here is pretty nice. Isn't it lovely? I gotta say, I quite like the rain. Oh, you got him? All right, gorgeous. Oh, by the way, I got her a new monitor. So I'm going to set that up hopefully today. I guess I'm not walking the dog right now then, unless I got a wetsuit. All right, so Jane is on her way. I must say goodbye to Jane before she goes, because I won't see her. Who knows? Who knows when I'll see her again?
Oh, bye, baby.
All right, gorgeous.
Thank you, darling.
Have a great day.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm going to have a great one.
Hi, bye.
See? You've seen her more than I have.
Yes.
There you go. You can say, oh, I remember Jane from that day, because I don't. Yeah, Pentester Labs, lock picking. Yeah, so I thought what I would do is, there's a thing called you can buy these clear locks that you can see all the little tumblers and stuff and how it works, and then you pick it knowing like that you can actually see what's going on. And then you progress to other locks that can actually, that are obviously not as easy to pick. And it's something that I've always wanted to know how to do. I remember one of the first things I downloaded off the internet when I first had access. Do you have an umbrella? Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Do you want, I guess you can lock the door on the inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what time you're going to be back?
4 or 5 sometime.
Okay, so I may be streaming.
Okay.
You can bang on the window as you come in. Scare
Yeah.
me. Have a great day.
Front door key. Just leave the back for me.
Don't leave the back open. The back is not open. If anyone's like wondering, nope, the back will be locked all day until Jane starts banging on the back window. All right, gorgeous, love you. She's so stressed. I mean, it's great. It's so great that the movie's going, but man, it's stressed. Does not like Jane leaving at all, do you? Look at that face. Are you nervous? You worried? Yeah, she gets a little stressed about mom leaving, don't you? Here you go. It's okay. I know, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, lag. The rain is causing lag, is it? It's because I'm. You know what it is? It's because I'm waving them around probably. Uh, oh yeah, Christopher. I watched the lock picking lawyer. Fantastic, isn't he? I have the transparent lock and can now pick locks. Fantastic, Kenny. So is it that's so that is a good way to go then, is by using the transparent lock. Will you stop it? She loves you. And so do I. But she's got to go to work because someone's got to feed you. Yeah, someone's got to pay for the food. Oh my God, she gets so stressed out. So stressed out. No anxiety, no separation anxiety here, huh? Anyways, the rain is messing with your signal. Is it? Do you think it is? It's possible. You know what? It's probably when I'm moving the camera around. Probably doesn't help either. What is that? What's going on? Is there more going on? What is it? Did I miss something? Wait, hang on here. Hang on here. Did someone else just send in? Did someone else just do a one of those super chat things? Oh, I feel so bad. I can never keep track of this stuff. Oh man. Well, yeah, it might be. It could be the thunderstorm going on too. The rain pours down our phone connection. Speaking of which, I should show you this too. This was fun. So I love when it rains now because I get a water feature. I have a free water feature in my living room. Check this out. If you can see that goes into that. So no new super chats. Okay, great. Oh, there's a third. Jesus, how am I missing this? God, I'm so sorry, people. I don't. Miss Liz, what are you doing, Miss Liz? Thank you so much. So currently installing new fans in my new PC. SOM approved, all right. But how did you get parts? It's impossible to get parts right now. Yeah, shows you what to look for inside so you know without being able to see a normal lock. Right. Okay, so it has been a long time, Jumbo TV. I was just explaining. It's because I've been doing all my exercise in the form of long dog walks with the Mutt Princess. It's too wet, kiddo. It's too wet. Oh my God, it freaking breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But there's other people here, who also love you. Just saying, just saying. And there's my PC. That's my Mac. My most sister. So she wants. Moira, who I'm hoping to do, who work with me for Tech Bandits, if she's got time. She doesn't have a very good computer. So I thought, you know what? If she doesn't have a very good computer, then she can have a bad computer because that's slightly better than the computer she has right now. So I'm giving her my old trash Mac, which I'm kind of ticked off about because I thought I'd be able to sell it and get some cash for it or something. But I suppose I could, but honestly, I sell it to somebody because I can't recommend it to people. It's just a terrible computer. I think it'll work fine for like Photoshop and and any of the usual stuff like email and all that kind of stuff that she needs it for. But for anything more intense than that, forget it. So I just wiped it. I reinstalled the operating system, so it's nice, clean, fast, nothing futzing with it, and giving her a monitor as well, so she can sort of set it up. Because Moira, honestly, like Moy of my entire family, like Moy is the freaking genius. Like Moira is truly the smartest. One of the smartest people I've ever met. She struggles with mental health stuff, as most of our family does, but Moy particularly more. So that definitely makes it difficult for her. But she's talented. I mean, as an artist, as a student, as a teacher, just amazing woman. Anyways, and she's raised two amazing kids too. I don't know how she's managed to do that because I'm having trouble with just one. Anyways, so how did it go with the build? So all except the graphics card. Yeah. Treated myself to a flashy new matching case, keyboard, mouse too. Yeah, God, it's nothing like it, is it? I'm a virus magnet with PCs, so I need Macs. Macs get them too. The Macs definitely get them too, more so than they used to. Probably less now they've got the M1 chip, right? Because I'm sure that they haven't got to the point where they've created enough. There's not enough of them on the market right now, I don't think, for them to be a big enough target. But look, I love my Mac laptop. I just love it. I love it. I've always loved my Mac laptops. They're just fantastic. I don't like their batteries. I don't like that you can't remove the batteries, because the batteries are the thing, the one and only thing that seems to go on these things. I find it frustrating that when something goes wrong with a Mac, you just replace the whole thing, because they don't seem to know how to fix them. And it really ticks me off that they just become obsolete. So there's like, I have a number of Macs in the basement that my sister brought around for me to look at, and none of them, like, they won't even run the operating system now. They're just too old. If you can't run the operating system, forget it. There's like they're almost bricks. So I'm looking forward to figuring out what I can do with them. And oh my God, Bullet Tooth Tony, thank you so much. Sunny south of the UK, thank you. That's fantastic. Oh my God, there's gonna be a lot of transparent locks showing up, I guess. The other thing that Luis told me about was an Arduino safe cracker. Apparently, there's a DIY video out there, or Instructables or something. A guy or a woman or someone, a person, a human, has created a safe cracking system that uses an Arduino to, I'm guessing, listen for ticks or whatever the heck it is. But I just thought that would be a kind of a fun project for the kids to play with as well. And again, it's not even building these things with them so much as, I mean, I'd like to, and eventually when I could get that garage waterproofed and stuff, I'll be able to have them around again. But and then it becomes like a makerspace studio. That's the idea with that. So, and again, anything we get here, I'm sort of like, I'm trying to be aware that it'd be fun to save enough money to get some of that sorted as well. Because I don't think I can persuade Jane. That's the other thing. Oh my God. So the roof, right? Obviously, with my water feature in the living room, it means I had to get a roof guy around. So the roof guy came around, and I think he thought he was in heaven, because he was so excited about this new technology that they have called Eagle Eye or Eagle Cam or something. And it's a service where you use these military satellites. Oh my God, Devoted Clown, thank you so much. Devoted Clown, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Devoted Clown, you're new here too. What are you throwing money? Thank you. That's very kind. So it's called Eagle Cam or Eagle Eye or something. And the idea is they use these, like, I guess, old military satellites to take photographs of your roof, or roof, as you guys would say. And then from that photograph, it is so accurate. I think he said it was something like, it's down to like 10 mil accuracy or something. They can figure out the pitch of the roof. They can figure out the sizing, obviously, the amount of area, everything they need to know to give you a proper quote, which they will, I'm sure, then blow out of the water when they go, hey, well, you got a family of squirrels living up here. That's going to cost you extra. So they are, but they're able to do that for it's like $20 or something, and they can get this satellite to take this incredibly detailed photo of your roof, which kind of terrifies me to some extent. But at the same time, he was geeking out about it, so I was geeking out about it. I was like, oh, what do these numbers mean, and what this? Anyway, so he was very excited about that. The one problem I would say is that for some reason tradesmen are not big on the mask issue. They seem to think that the mask thing is a waste of time. I, however, don't. I think masks, why not wear them? It seems to make a lot of sense to me. Even when you're outside, why not just wear them? Because then you don't have to worry about it. So he sort of wore his mask, I was joking with Jane, almost like a religious icon, in the hopes that it would ward off the virus, as opposed to actually protect him from it. So, that was kind of interesting. If only you had a magical tool that could slow down time, I foolishly left mine on Earth. Did you bring yours? Aha, indeed, Aaron. Look at me, I'm being quoted back to myself. He's too ashamed to open plastics when I'm here. It's true. It's true, Candy. It's very, very true. I've got one vaccination. I need another one. I really do need another one. Don't forget to open a Lego. Oh, really? You like the Lego opening? Really? I like Apple for phones. Yeah, I use an Apple phone. What the heck? Oh my God! What is Truvis Thornton? You've always been my favorite actor, and listening to you talk about cyber and tech and inspiring others makes me more happy. Holy crap. Truvis, thank you so much. That's insane. Wow, thank you. Wow, I don't know what to say. It's just a burn alert. I'm just here to be all sweaty and tell you the silly things of my day, but I thank you. Oh my God. Sergeant Smiles, $20. Thanks for being one of the fanciest parts of America's Fancy hat. Looking forward to seeing you on future acting roles and maybe more stuff on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Sergeant Smiles. That is, again, very much appreciated. Holy cow. Is this what happens when I go away for long periods of time? It's like, please, please take my money. Anyways, thank you. As I say, much as I would love to spend this money on me, I will spend it on me because I'm spending it on Tech Bandit stuff, and that basically makes me happy. So, and I get toys out of it too, honestly. So there was some Lego, and there was there's some Magic the Gathering cards, in an attempt to talk to the kids about the crypto stuff. It was funny last night. So we're talking yesterday. I had this amazing opening, this unboxing I did yesterday on our Tech Bandits because Alan Malventano has sent me this gorgeous little piece that allows you to draw circles. Hang on a second, let me see. Maybe up here actually. I was showing it off to Jane. Yeah, here you go. So let me see if I can get it. It's very difficult to do upright, but this is it. It's just this beautiful little device, and I missed the DNW super chat. Did I? Oh, DNW, thank you so much. I don't want to miss anybody out on that because Smiles, Truvis, oh my God. DNW, the DNW, man, we got rain for the next 8 days. It's gloomy as heck. How you been, my dude? Eagle View was good. I used him once. Oh, did you? Oh, cool. What do you use him for, DNW? And thank you, DNW, I should say. Thank you. So this is this iris thing that was given to me by Alan, who is at Intel working on the Intel working on their testing their SDs. But so circle, and you want a different circle. You rotate it. It's very Stargate Iris like. But isn't that gorgeous? Like it's here, right? Isn't that just stunning? I just think it's the most beautifully made little thing. And I mean, when are you going to use it? I don't know. But the fact that you've got it, and it's just so smooth. I mean, just extraordinary. I sort of want to set it up with a motor so that I can have it in front of a Stargate and use it as a nice little iris for it. Just gorgeous. Anyways, that is so cool. We need a golden Stargate now. I know it's true. Ooh, yeah, golden Stargate. That'd be cool. See, it works so much better when it's sitting down like it's supposed to. You can just, what I mean? It does feel a bit like it should be. I feel like it's almost like it feels like it should be like a portable Stargate. Like you have it, it's always closed, and then you're like, oh my God, we got to get out of here, and then of course you take 10 minutes to open it, and then you would open it if I can. There you go. It's because this edge doesn't turn. It turns internally, so it's hard to get the right angle on it. But yeah, it's like a sci-fi thing, slightly larger, and then you could put hands and things through it, and it could give you superpowers. It's like that. What was that? Who was that Marvel? Was it a Marvel character, DC character, who had the arm things where he could, with a portal? He basically, it was an entity that lived within the portals. It might have even been Pokemon. Now I think about it. Really cool character that basically was constructed of these portals, and it allowed arms and legs and heads and stuff to show up through different dimensions. Anyways. Of course, what it actually is a draftsman's a sort of a draftsman's tool for drawing circles. Anyways, yeah, maybe Doctor Strange. I feel like it should be Doctor Strange, but I don't think it was because I was a big Doctor Strange fan, and I don't quite remember that. Long before Mr. Cumberbatch was playing the role, he did a great job with it, by the way. I mean, I hate him for it, but he did a fantastic job. Brilliant actor. Worked with him years ago on a film called The Whistleblower. One of his earlier things, and just freaking brilliant actor. All right, what do we got? All right, Strange did use similar move in the movie, but it wasn't him, right? A Stargate for the borrowers, yeah, for little ones. It's a tiny Stargate. What's your all-time favorite sci-fi movie? It would probably be Blade Runner. I was oh my God, Patriot Prepper. Thank you very much. You're a Patriot Prepper. What does that mean? So does that mean you have bunkers and stuff? When is the next Stargate Atlantis favorite show? When is the next Stargate Atlantis favorite show? I'm guessing there's punctuation in there somewhere. Thank you. I don't know when the next show is. I'm always the last to know. And eventually I'm going to create a bot that answers that for me because I never know how to answer that. as I say, I got a fun role coming up recently that I think you'll get a kick out of because it's very not McKay, if that makes sense. All right, I want to see you as a villain in an MCU movie. Oh my God, wouldn't that be fun? Rewatch Stargate, of course. No, not a bot. I'd call it a Zelenka bot or a McKay bot. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that'd be the way to go. Have a McKay bot that just like insults you when you ask those questions because it's like, oh my God, ask me again. I'll freaking ban you or something. No, I honestly don't mind. Like I don't mind answering questions over and over again. I do feel like it might just get a bit boring for other people. Like for people who've been here numerous times, it may be a bit much that they have to keep hearing me go like, I don't know anything about the Stargate movies, you know. So what? Started 7-year-old on the studio films. Which of them do you enjoy? Has Baz bitten into them? What is this one at the studio? What is it? Ghibli films, Studio Ghibli films. What is that? Wish I could afford a bunker. Man, I'd love a bunker too. I mean, like, I feel like you could put a bunker. I feel like I don't want to ruin it again. I feel like there's a space there. See where that green is? Imagine the green on top of a bunker, and then like a little tunnel here that leads to the fan cave. That's my dream. I thought that'd be really cool. Spirited Away. Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah. I love Stargate too, Latricia. Me too. Oh, Spirited Away, of course. Yes. And Totoro. Yes. Sorry, I didn't know his name. Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous films. My son, big Totoro fan. Yeah, there's a few stuffies around from his days watching that. Oh my God, streaming at a time when I can watch in Australia. Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? It's early enough. Oh, of course. Well, so I was talking to, so Luis is based in Australia. This guy from this Pentester Labs guy is based in Australia. So I'm telling you, if anyone's got even like a passing interest in this stuff, go like check him out. I mean, it's definitely not for, it's not for people who aren't interested in computers. How's that? Whereas like the Darknet Diaries, this podcast that I'm absolutely loving, and now support on Patreon. And if you listen to it, you should too. I'm a big fan of making sure that people who make stuff get their Patreon or subscription stuff whenever I can, within limits. I mean, Jane does, every so often I go through and cull some of my Twitch follows and stuff, because I want to be supportive, but of course after a while it's like, oh my God, it's like spending like $500 a month on Twitch subscriptions and things just because you want to be supportive. It's like, all right, there's supportive, and then there's like, unemployed and living on the street. Which is where I'll end up if I keep spending all the money. All right, we got Australia, beautiful weather, lovely hot climate. Yeah, you guys, although I'll tell you, Australia has really had it's had a tough time of late. I mean, between the fires and the was it fires, floods, pandemics? It's been, you guys, I really feel like Australia's and that area basically. So Australia, specifically Australia, seems to be like the first line of global environmental issues. Like if you want to know what's coming up, what's going to happen to us, check out Australia first, because they're the ones who seem to get hit by it first for some reason. It's an amazing place. God, I was talking to Luis about this yesterday as well. Just saying how Jane and I, when we got there, we were like, why don't we live here? Like, we should totally live in Australia. I would live in Australia in a second. The only problem is we're just, what did I say, $6,000 away from everybody. It really is another world. I mean, there's definitely benefits to that, I'm sure, being far away from my family. But at the same time, it really is, it's just so far removed from everything that from our existing lives, basically. I know there's a lot of movie people out there now because they're making a lot of stuff out there, and the pandemic was a great place to be for that. So of course all the movie stars go racing off to Australia. I wish. Poor Clarice, the woman who plays Clarice, she had to go the other way. So she came from lovely Australia to lockdown Toronto in the middle of the winter. Fabulous actress, by the way. They got a great bunch of people on that Clarice show. And the other thing I want to talk about, I should mention this because I talked this to the kids yesterday about this, was Michael Cudlitz he's like a part owner of this gaming company that does this game called Blanco's Block Party. And it's kind of neat because it's this, you can make your own little games and you can make your own little skins and stuff. But they have a whole crypto NFT thing, like these non-fungible token things applied to some of their their characters and things. So it's just it's kind of neat. I again, in my bid to support friends, I went and bought one of these little NFT characters to show off to the kids, and it's just it's kind of neat. I love it when actors are not just actors. You know, I mean, Michael is just a consummate professional. He is a actor through and through. But he has all these wonderful sort of side things that he works on as well. Oh my God, Megan, what are you doing? This is for the techie trash pandas, which they really are. I'm the techie trash panda. I'm the guy that they look out the window and they go like, I think McKay is picking through our garbage. That's what I do. That's what I call on my trash runs, what I call it, geek trash. I haven't been tuning in much as I used to, but I hope everyone is well. Oh, Megan, well, I love having you when you can. Never feel guilty about not being here because, frankly, I haven't been here either. It's just been Tech Bandits recently, honestly. Man, that sexy vent hood. I gotta replace mine. It's been half broken for like 4 months. Oh, dude, I don't even know what to say on that because I got a bathroom upstairs that I took apart to remodel in December, and it is still completely unfinished. So I got to step up on that sometime. And that hood's funny because we got a free hood with all of the stoves and crap that Jane picked out for the kitchen that she completely designed herself, I might add. Amazing. So we got this free hood, and they're like, "Which one do you want?" And I just picked the most expensive one. But it turns out it's like the biggest, the loudest, most expensive to install. It was a freaking nightmare, and Jane hates me every time we turn it on. So thank you for bringing that up. Maybe you'd like to give me a nice little paper cut and pour lemon juice on it as well. That'd be great. Thank you. Hello, Gervais. Is it all pink? Phone and all. What's all pink? What's pink? Okay. I know I gotta stream with David Blue at some point. He's asked me on a couple of D&D things. Honestly, I feel like I've got so many like streaming obligations already, and I felt really horrible. He invited me to this charity one, D&D recently, and I just said, look, I'm so sorry. I find it hard to keep up even on my Tech Bandit stuff, and so taking on anything else just seemed like I don't want to spread myself too thin because I'm already pretty distracted as it is. Oh, D&W again? Yep, here's some lemon juice and some habanero. Oh, I love habanero. D&W, thank you very much yet again. They got bigger up north. They come down here to the south. They aren't that bad. They can't eat birds. What, spiders? We talking about spiders? Didn't you have... Oh, that's right. There were the spiders that showed up. How is it working with Ray Walston and Phoebe on Friday the 13th, the series? Wow. Yeah, that was a long time ago. He was a very unhappy man, I'd have to say. He was, he was not happy, I'd have to say. I was a bit disappointed. And I just, it was one of those odd experiences. We were filming, I remember it very well. We were filming up by the zoo, up by the Toronto Zoo, and you could hear the wolves howling in the night because it was a night shoot that we were doing. And it was just things like, look, I understand at a certain age, you must be like, I'm so, you know what I mean? Like, you've got to be like, but I also feel like if you're going to take the money and you're going to take the gig, that your job is not just to say your lines and is not just to be a good actor. It's also to help set the mood and also to keep things moving. And like, I think your job doesn't just stop with your lines and your role. I do think that a part of it is to be aware of how the set works and how people on the set are working. And I'm guilty of this at times too, for sure. I mean, when you're on a TV series, you have bad days. I mean, you have bad days when you're grumpy or you didn't sleep or you got a lot to do or whatever. I mean, and those can compound over long periods of time. You get tired, like anything. You get tired after a while, and you can be a jerk. I, of course, can be more of a jerk than anybody. But so I've definitely, I've been unpleasant many times, I'm sure, on set. I like to think in an amusing way, but sometimes not. Anyways, and Ray was just really unhappy. I don't think he wanted to be on the show, or or he didn't want to be up in Canada or whatever the deal was. But so he would do the scene and then he would just leave. So you'd be like, okay, so I guess I'm just doing the scenes to someone else then. So yeah, I mean, and then even the crew was sort of surprised that he wasn't there for anything other than what he had to be. So there's a bit of that. But as I say, like, I don't know, maybe he was sick, maybe there was stuff going on. I just know as like a 17, 18-year-old kid or wherever I was when I was doing that. I remember thinking like, I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to the point. I think it's almost better to quit than it is to not want to be there. And it's one of those things I've learned along the way that it's just, if you don't love it, don't do it. Like, it's like, what is it? Money, art, or location. If it doesn't have one of those things, there's no point in doing it. Because if it's money, you can appreciate it for having the money. If it's location, you can enjoy the location. And if it's art, it means you're doing it because you love doing it. And, I'm very lucky in that a lot of the stuff sort of intersects. But I don't know really. I don't want to be the guy on set where it's like, when are we wrapped? You know what I mean? Although I will ask when we get out all the time. The weird thing about actors is as soon as they get a job, they want to find out when their day off is. Because I think part of the fun of acting is knowing you can act. Like knowing you've got an acting job. It's such a nice surprise. Wow, what do we got here? Fox Girl, 1987, $6.99. Thank you so much. Here's a belated birthday gift. That's like a pack of Magic the Gathering cards. Holy crap, thank you. Want to say McKay and Stargate really helped me writing. My writing get scientific and help my writing and get scientific and thought out. Also became a McKellar shipper too. Oh my God. Oh, fantastic. Well, there you go. You practice your writing by romancing me with Keller. I love it. All right. There is a cutely. It's what is that? What does Timothy say? Let's see. I'm missing stuff here. I'm missing all that. Oh, Emmy. Oh my God. Emmy, thank you so much. Emmy777 just gave me $5 for getting a jab. Oh, you kidding? I mean, I'd pay for the jab. How freaking great is it that was available to me? Yeah, I mean, it's so weird though. Like I hear people saying that they're having a hard time getting the jab, and yet when I went, there were like hours and hours of jab time, for want of a better word, of time that hadn't been scheduled for people to get vaccinations, which I just don't understand because that was day one, the first day. I wonder if maybe people were a little nervous about it or something, but I signed up way, way, way back. So luckily, I'm such a nerd. I got online right away and signed up everywhere. I signed up for everything everywhere. And so the first place that was available was originally, out of town a bit. So we were going to get a car and drive out there. And then like literally 10 minutes later, we got an email saying, hey, we can get a jab just down the street. So that's what we did. And it's been amazing. I mean, I had no repercussions at all. I got tired. I got tired and nodded off while I was reading. That's all. Jane was a freaking train wreck. The poor woman it just wiped her out. So I feel a little ripped off actually because I thought like if I got nothing to complain about, that's no fun. So All right, look, I should go. It is noon basically. It's noon. I will see you later because I'm gonna get online on Twitch. So go check out Twitch, Tech Banditry. I am on Twitch. You can get all the links and stuff from thetechbandits.com if you want. But I will go on there around 3 o'clock, 3:15, around there, after I've talked to Dungeons & Dragons magazine. And then I'll be streaming with Jack Jasra, and then the kids will come in a little later. Or actually, knowing the kids, they'll probably be there at 3 too. But the basic idea is to catch up with Jack Jasra. We can appreciate his amazing artistic abilities, and we can do some geeking out with the kids. So I'll do that, and then I'm just gonna try to get as many days in as I can. As I say, I start filming on Monday, and then I've got a few days off. I think I got Monday, and then I got a little bit of time off again. And then once I start getting into this new show, it's going to be a little harder to find time. But man, I'll have some good stories when I do. So I will say, be safe, be kind, be brilliant, and thank you all so much for the super chats. It really is entirely unnecessary and very, very kind of you. So thank you. Cheerio and huzzah! Oh, I should do this. Wait a sec. Let's see. Here we go. Let me just close the iris. Here we go. Close the iris. Oh, man, it's really hard to... It's a lot easier in Stargate to do this. Let's see if I can close the iris. Here we go. Oh, no, wrong way. Here we go. Closing the iris. Where's the damn camera? There we go. Oh, try this. Okay, here we go. Bye. See you later. Talk to you later. Can't close it. Got to keep going. It's going the wrong way now. Here we go. Keep going. Oh yeah, no, this is so smooth, like butter. Like butter. It's meant to be it's meant to be down on the top. Here, do this. There we go. Closing the iris like this. Here we go. Ready? And the iris closed. Thanks, everybody. Bye.